Italy ends at Lampedusa? Wrong. We are everywhere. And I'm not just talking about restaurants with checkered tablecloths. I'm talking about an influence so deep that we named remote islands, taught Italian dialects in the Himalayas, and built Art Deco cities in the Horn of Africa. Buckle up. Today, we're traveling the world through the little Italies you'd never expect. From shipwrecks in the middle of the Atlantic to scientific bases at the South Pole. Because being Italian is not just a nationality, it's a state of mind. Everyone knows Little Italy in Manhattan. But did you know it's basically Chinatown now? If you want the real old-school atmosphere, you need to go to Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. Fun fact, in Cleveland, an Italian guy invented the first industrial pasta machine. Because making pasta by hand for the entire state of Ohio was clearly too exhausting. And then there's the pizza war. Chicago claims they invented deep dish pizza in 1943. Please do not tell that to a Neapolitan, unless you want to start an international diplomatic crisis. Now, let's head to South America. Sao Paulo, Brazil is the pizza capital of the world. 1.4 million pizzas a day. That's basically a balanced diet, right? And in Argentina, in a small town called Capitan Bermudez, people still speak Calabrian and Piedmontese dialects as if it were 1920. Now, this is where history gets serious and a little ironic. Eritrea. The capital, Asmara, is called Little Rome. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site packed with rationalist and Art Deco architecture. You can find the Fiat Talliero gas station, which looks like an airplane about to take off. Legend says the architect, Giuseppe Petazzi, pulled a gun on the foreman to prove his concrete wings didn't need supports. Spoiler? They held. And after that, you can grab an espresso at Bar Vittoria. Because, of course. Tunisia. In La Goulette, there was a little Sicily so dense that people used to say, Tunisia is an Italian colony administered by the French. Even the legendary actress Claudia Cardinale was born there. Her Sicilian parents, like many others, found work in the ports. Today, a street in La Goulette is named after her. South Africa. Here we had Giovanni Albasini, an adventurer who became supreme chief of the Shangaan tribe, an Italian who whispered to elephants and warriors. Tristan da Cunha, the most remote inhabited island on Earth. In 1897, the brigantine Italia caught fire and ran aground there. Two sailors from Camoli, Repetto and Lavarello, decided that total isolation was actually better than going home. And guess what? Today, two of the island's 8 surnames are Ligurian, and the local hospital is called Camoli Healthcare Center. This community is still in contact with Italy. Unbelievable, right? Easter Island. Yes, even here. In 1897, a sailor from Livorno, Raphael Cardinale, was shipwrecked, married a Polynesian woman, and started a dynasty that even produced a governor of the island. India. McLeod-Ganj. In the Himalayan mountains, Italian volunteers teach math and Neapolitan dialect to Tibetan refugee children. Imagine a little Tibetan monk welcoming you with, "Wey, why yo?" That's "hey dude" in Neapolitan. Surreal. And now, Wales. Deep in the woods near Corus, there's a place called Mark's Folly, a miniature Little Italy built entirely by one man. over 25 years, Mark Bourne, inspired by his travels to Italy, built replicas of the Florence Duomo, the Rialto Bridge, and more, using only cement, chicken wire, and candle stubs. Today, volunteers are clearing the vegetation to reveal this incredible act of Italian-inspired madness.
Did you think we'd stop at tropical beaches? No. The Arctic. On the Svalbard Islands, we run the Dirigibile Italia Research Station, a tribute to Umberto Nobile. Here, surrounded by polar bears, yes, you carry rifles for protection. Our scientists study climate change. Antarctica. We have the Concordia Station, run jointly with the French. Temperatures drop to minus 80 degrees Celsius. It's so isolated that NASA uses it to test how humans would react to a mission to Mars. So basically, if we ever get to Mars, there's probably already an Italian opening a coffee bar there.
So, whether it's by shipwreck, by hunger, by business, by science, or by sheer madness, the Italian footprint is everywhere. We exported pizza, architecture, courage, dialects, and a sprinkle of glorious insanity. From the plains of the American Midwest to the villages of the Himalayas, from the ice of Antarctica to the forests of Wales. So I ask you, do you know any other hidden Italian enclaves? Drop them in the comments. And remember, wherever you go in the world, an Italian has probably been there before you and has definitely eaten better than you. Ciao! And don't forget to subscribe.